Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Tech Talk with Adam Oldfield from FPM3 and me, Greg DeRocher from the Cambridge Chamber of Commerce. I want to tell you, this is the weirdest stuff we're going to talk about. You find the weirdest stuff. I don't know what words you're typing into Google, but this is really, really strange stuff.
They kind of find me.
I don't think
they
find you.
It just comes to me.
Now I'm really worried about
I make half this stuff up.
This
so
one,
it's funny,
though, this first one that we're going to talk about, I find rather convenient.
Yeah, and which one would that
Well,
be,
you know, the pain in the neck is getting up in the morning and getting ready for work, right?
Oh, it's horrible.
If I could slop something in my mouth and just brushes my teeth while I do a whole bunch of other things.
You know what?
What the heck is this? A mouth guard that will brush your teeth?
Absolutely. And let's think about this. Let's think logical for a moment.
I am.
We were talking about where our job's going to come from. Let me tell you, folks, if I could save you a minute and 30 seconds out of your life, because on average you got to brush your teeth 2 minutes to get a proper cleaning.
Exactly, yeah.
This new device literally has a bulb preloaded with toothpaste, and you put it in your mouth, runs on a low voltage battery, and literally will brush all your teeth inside and out.
Perfect for you parents who are having trouble getting your kids. You just stick it in their mouth and
hold
send
them for
out.
10 seconds as they scream. In less than 10 seconds, you have shiny, well-fluoride teeth. Yes.
That's amazing.
It is.
Where is this?
1 minute and 30 seconds
Is it on Amazon yet?
Yeah, you can buy it as a Kickstarter.
Are you kidding me?
No, not at all. You can actually do this right away with fresh breath in 10 seconds, fresh teeth, and it looks weird. It looks like you got like a mouth guard in your mouth, but
well,
you know.
What do you brush your teeth outside? I don't. I'm in the bathroom. So I throw it in my mouth. I don't care what I look like.
Let the bristles fly. Yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
Exactly, yes. And
I
apparently
can take care of my hair while I'm
80% better than most.
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, think about it. It's like putting a mouth guard in with bristles, and it's like going through the car wash on high speed. It just foams up real quickly.
Scrubbing bubbles or whatever they call it.
This episode was longer than it took to brush your teeth.
I know. I think that's fair. Well, my wife might watch this, but I'm going to get one. Let me tell you, I'm going to get. Hey, days of medical alert bracelets are going to be done.
I want to just
wait a minute. Everybody's into this stuff.
Medical alert. We always had a little metal bracelet telling you allergic to penicillin. And let me be clear. This is great technology.
Right here.
It's not ready
I've
yet.
got one right here.
You got
You it's
wear
not
the
a bracelet, but it's
necklace,
same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's be clear. That is perfect. And let me tell you why, because as much as I love technology, and you know I do, this is one I have to bring up because it's not ready to be integrated. First of all, this new medical alert bracelet works off of an app that is connected to our first responders.
Right.
So in the case of something happening, the first responders show up, they can see the bracelet, they can scan it, it gives them permissions, they can see your entire medical history. When you last took your drugs, when you were last prescribed, when you were in the hospital last. That is amazing. Except for one minor flaw with this product, and that is, let's say you get in an accident out in a cornfield off of Highway 6.
The bracelet goes flying off.
Even worse, what happens when the medical alert shows up and doesn't have internet? And he has no idea what your problem is. So
I thought everybody had internet.
No. Anyway, well, they were on the Freedom Mobile Network, and unfortunately they didn't pay enough for that. So at the end of the day, all I can tell you is if you don't have internet, this bracelet's garbage. So if you're in northern Alaska, you're pretty much SOL until Facebook puts internet 100% across the globe. So it's just not quite there yet. It's got good principles, but as long as you don't leave the major metropolis city and you have access to internet, you can feel safe knowing if you have whatever medical emergency, you're good.
That's amazing.
So just keep in mind, folks, as much as we can look at tech, it sounds great, seems phenomenal, but you may be hitting a few roadblocks, and that's one of them, which nobody seemed to bring up. When I actually questioned this, and I reached out to them, I said, this seems really neat. What happens if you don't have internet? Well, hopefully their bracelet will still have their medical information. Well, what the hell do I need your technology for? I'll keep the metal piece around my wrist.
Exactly, yeah. Tattoo something.
Yeah, whatever,
know.
just...
Usually when you're allergic to something, like it doesn't go away anyway.
Right,
so
yeah.
And who's going to try and see, am I still allergic to peanuts? You're not going to do that, are you?
Exactly. I rub myself with peanut oil all the time.
Yeah,
Nothing
just to
seems
check.
to happen. Yeah, every so often. It's a little crazy.
This one's a fun one, too. In China, there's facial recognition software that is used to ID people and robots writing them tickets. And then what are they doing with them?
Well, let's just think about this for a moment. Okay. Yeah. I love this. I really love this because how many times we sat there and went, oh, if I was only a police officer. Oh, look at that guy.
That guy, I've seen him do that before. Every time I see him, he's doing the same thing. I'd like something to stop him from doing it.
Where's a police officer when you need one?
I think this is going to stop a lot of people from doing things.
So China, what they do now is in public areas, main intersections, when you cross the street, the little blinking go and stop, Now there's a camera that has facial recognition, and in China, again, it's the People's Republic, okay?
Yeah.
Well, you know, all your information on WhatsApp.
Read the fine print.
They know everything about you. Not only do they know everything, they're going to broadcast it. So now what happens is the facial recognition recognizes you're crossing the street when you're not supposed to. Even if there's no traffic and you cross, a big 80-inch screen will now display your name, display what you did wrong, and more or less public shame you. At the same time, a robot will be standing, yes, a robot, will then walk over, spit out a ticket, and say, here's your fine.
Ha ha ha.
I don't know about the laughing side, but yes.
Can you imagine that?
This is the new evolution of where we're going to see authority and police recognition, yes. I mean, if Stalin was alive today, he would be in heaven right now.
He'd love
be
this
in
stuff.
heaven. Anyway, China, yes, right now you will be publicly humiliated. You will be given a ticket.
We don't need public hangings, just public humiliation.
Nothing worse than being shown you are an idiot on screen. Everyone loves that.
That's beautiful. Unbelievable. Now, we talked back a couple of segments ago about autonomous vehicles and battery and everybody going to battery. You say now there's a batteryless phone coming? What, like this?
It's not coming.
Thinking
It's
it
here.
comes.
It's here.
I think it comes with mice too.
No, there's no
Something's
hamster
gotta-
wheel grinding in the back.
Something's got to. What's giving this power?
When you know what? Here's the thing that's neat about where we are today. We can charge a battery without plugging it in, right? We can charge, okay. In the same token, we use radio frequencies. Radio frequencies generate enough power, and when you think about it, we've been able to use less power to actually use our voice. We're using more of the battery of most smartphones today to power the light, power the internet, power the connectivity of games. The power to actually run the phone and go, hello, is very minimal. Because it's like, you know, the old paper cup game. You talk in the cup, it sends its voice signal.
Yeah.
Well, RFID, radio frequency, has actually enough power, and they've got a phone that you can dial. Of course, there's no LED because it's not powerful enough. So you have to remember your phone number. So you have to go,
that's inconvenient.
Yeah, I can't even remember my own phone number for that matter. So you dial the number, and then you can talk. Okay, but this is the start of where we were discussing. Where is the batteries of the future? The batteries of the future won't be a battery. That's my theory, is that we're literally talking about a renewable energy, and there's also
We're going to be sucking energy out of the air.
they can charge a phone through wireless. So you don't even need to be close to it. So keep in mind that we now will have a batteryless phone. It's a prototype. They're actually launching it. It comes with a set of headphones, and that's pretty much it. There's no memory, so it won't remember the last phone you dialed.
Oh, that's inconvenient.
So right now, it's extremely inconvenient. So let me tell you, you don't need a battery, but you got to remember 9 digits.
There's
every
only
time.
one thing convenient about this. You don't have to remember to plug the phone in at night.
Ever. And you'll be able to go. But think about this. Take this phone with you as the emergency when you're out in the woods or you're out in the,
perfect.
You'll never have to
Throw
worry about
one in
plugging-
your glove compartment. You never know when you're going to need it.
Absolutely. So if you could see this thing, it's probably about the size of my hand, and it's literally just a keypad. And that's all it is, with a little speakerphone and a little microphone, and that's it.
So if you do break down in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night, you'll be able to use this thing if you have batteries in your flashlight.
You know, the one thing I learned since the 70s is you just have to know 3 numbers, 911.
Oh.
And you'll be good to go. That's it.
Or 411
Oh,
for
411.
information.
Well, I don't know.
It's too bad, ladies and gentlemen. We should have 411 redirected to Adam's line.
I couldn't handle all that.
Because there's no
popularity.
question about it. Here on Tech Talk with the Cambridge Chamber of Commerce, me, Greg DeRocher, and him, Adam Oldfield from FPM3, is where you get all the latest stuff. Thanks very much, Adam.
Thanks, Greg.